This is the 2012 season recap. Coach Bob Pecknold and the Demon Deacons finished the year with an 11-2 record and a Rose Bowl championship. What an incredible season it was. Very low expectations entering the year according to the experts. 81st in the national rankings at the start of the season. Predicted to finish dead last in the ACC Atlantic. And we have one of the greatest seasons in Wake Forest football history. Let's recap. Started off the season on the road in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. Nothing happened in the first quarter. Pitt had a 21-0 lead at halftime, though. We certainly had our backs up against the wall. Did not look good in the first half. But we fought back, climbed our way back into it, dominated the fourth quarter, had a huge comeback victory to start off this season, shocking the Panthers. Then it was our ACC opener, rivalry game, home opener, all that, taking on the North Carolina Tar Heels. This one was a battle for sure in the first half, very evenly played. The turning point had to have been this 49-yard fumble return from Broussard to extend our lead. And we just took control of things from there in the fourth quarter, shutting them out in the second half to get ourselves to 2-0. Then on the road at Florida State very highly ranked entering this game. They started off the game returning the opening kickoff 102 yards for a touchdown. This one was a battle for sure. Our defense really stepped up the rest of the first quarter, second quarter, third quarter. And then this fourth quarter, just ton of action on both teams. Florida State took the lead with under a minute to go. We had Riley Weaver at quarterback, did not start, came in to replace the injured Thad Myrick, and he led us for a game-winning drive, ending with a touchdown pass to Era Fields. Epic win here to get us to 3-0. Then at home against Louisiana Tech, Louisiana Tech struck first. Once again, the opening kickoff spelled disaster for us. We lost it by way of a fumble. They quickly cashed in for a touchdown. Louisiana Tech was outplaying us. They had a 20-10 lead at halftime. Tiger Garrison came in to replace Riley Weaver. He played great QB for us. Once again, an epic conclusion to this one. The last few minutes in the fourth quarter, just a ton of action. Saw 4 total touchdowns. Louisiana Tech took the lead with under a minute to go. And Tiger Garrison drove us down the field for the game-winning score. Wayne Parham had a pick 6 in the closing seconds to extend the lead and give us a 4-0 start to the season. And we were home taking on Duke, our rival, Duke Blue Devils. And Duke certainly gave us a battle here. It was 10-10 at halftime. We got ourselves a 14-point lead in the fourth, but Duke never backed down. They cut it down to 7 points, but they were not able to get the onside kick. We were able to hold on to this one to extend our record to a 5-0 start in the season. On the road at Maryland, this was an absolute epic game here. Terrapins having control in this one. They had themselves a 21-0 lead in the third quarter. But we never backed down. We fought back once again. Huge comeback here, scoring the final 21 points of regulation, including scoring the game-time touchdown in the closing seconds to send into overtime. And we saw ourselves 3 overtimes. The first 2 just field goals on each side. We got some clutch stops. Finally, we were able to get into the end zone. Couldn't get the 2-point conversion. We were able to stop Maryland on a 4th down to survive this epic 3 OT game to get ourselves to 6-0. Then we had a bye week on the road at Virginia. And once again, Virginia, our opponent, Virginia this time, they just had control in things early here. Had a 7-3 lead after 1. Extended it a bit here. When we went into halftime, we were just down by 1 point after this field goal. But the third quarter was dominated by the Cavaliers. This big pick six and a big punt return, two huge plays for Virginia. We tried to battle back toward the end of it, but this field goal here by Virginia was the final straw. We fought till the very, very end of it. Got ourselves another field goal to cut it down to a one-possession game, but didn't see the ball again. First loss of the season. That dropped us to 6-1. We had a big match against the defending ACC champion Clemson Tigers at home. Great game this was, an absolute battle from start to finish. Very even, 7-7 after one, trailing by 3 entering the locker rooms. Fourth quarter, this big touchdown pass from Myrick to Fields. We forced Clemson to settle for a field goal that cut it down to a 5-point game, and we were able to hold on and win this very, very important game. Huge win for us at home. Next, Boston College we faced, entering this game with a 7-1 record. Boston College struck first early. Once again, we found ourselves trailing. We certainly fought back here. Big punt return here by Eric Fields gave us the lead in the first quarter. We entered the locker rooms 22-10. Defenses played well in the second half. No scoring in the third quarter, and we were able to hold on to this one. Boston College put together a strong effort at the end. They were trying to drive downfield and get themselves a touchdown. They needed that and a 2-point conversion to tie. We were able to get an interception in the end to seal the deal. Big win for us there that pushed us to 8-1. Then on the road at NC State, this was the game that decided the ACC Atlantic Division, and it was a nightmare for sure. Very early on, we looked pretty decent. Got a stop, started moving the ball a bit, but then a pick six, 74-yard return just started the disastrous game here for us. 10-0 after the first quarter, 31-0 NC State at halftime. They extended even further, made it 38-0. We did fight back a bit. We didn't just go down without a battle. Ended up scoring a couple touchdowns here, but yeah, never really got close in this one. NC State cruised to the win and to an ACC Atlantic Division title. It didn't clinch it for the Wolfpack, but put them in the driver's seat, needing just one out of their last 2 games. So very tough loss for us. But then on the road at Notre Dame, undefeated national championship aspirations for the Fighting Irish. We were massive underdogs entering this game. South Bend was rocking, but we came to play for sure. Once again, we found ourselves in an early deficit, trailing 10-0 here in the second quarter. We fought back. We kept it close. At halftime, it was 17-10 Notre Dame. Big time touchdown pass here tied things up. Defense playing well. Got ourselves a lead here with this field goal. Extended it to 10 points with this touchdown run. Notre Dame cut it down to 3. But we were able to hold them off in the end, stopping them short. Stunning South Bend, getting ourselves a huge victory. After that win, we were back in the BCS bowl conversation. Finished out the season at home against Vanderbilt, needing a win, hoping to look impressive enough to get ourselves into a BCS bowl. And we did look impressive here. Didn't trail in this one. Only time all season that we did not trail. We had a 10-0 lead in the first quarter, 17-3 at halftime. Didn't completely blow them out, but we won comfortably enough. Ended up being a 21-point victory for us. And we played the waiting game to see where we would end up. And we got a dream bowl here, the Rose Bowl. First Rose Bowl appearance in Wake Forest history, taking on the Big Ten champion Iowa Hawkeyes. Biggest bowl game in Demon Deacon history. And what a win it was here. Doesn't have the full details listed, but absolute battle. We played aggressively. That was probably one of the biggest things to take away from this game. We were going for it on 4th downs. We were going for 2-point conversions. Iowa had a 7-0 lead early, but second quarter really played aggressive, really played strong football, extended our lead in the third quarter, and even more so in the fourth. We were able to hold on for this massive victory, a 38-28 final. Definitely got to be the biggest bowl win in Wake Forest football history. Just a fantastic day to be a Demon Deacon. Rose Bowl champs is how we finished the 2012 season. Let's take a look at the final conference standings throughout the nation. Now, this is listed after the conference championship and bowl games have been played. NC State won the Atlantic Division, and Miami won the Coastal. Miami won the ACC championship game. They are the 2012 ACC champions. Congratulations to Miami. Texas, the Longhorns are the Big 12 champions in the 2012 season. Congratulations to them. Cincinnati, the Big East champions in the 2012 season. Ohio State represented the Leaders Division. Iowa represented the Legends Division, and Iowa able to win the Big Ten championship. Conference USA saw Southern Miss win the Conference USA championship in 2012, defeating the Houston Cougars in the Conference USA title game. The Independents, solid year, of course, for Notre Dame. Navy also had a strong season, as well as Army. The MAC East, Ohio were the representatives in the MAC championship game, and they won the MAC title. Congratulations to the Ohio Bobcats, 2012 MAC champions, defeated Ball State in the title game. Mountain West Conference, Nevada is the 2012 Mountain West champions. Congratulations to the Wolfpack. Pac-12, Washington represented the North in the Pac-12 title game, and they were defeated by the USC Trojans, your 2012 Pac-12 champions. SEC, the East representative was the Georgia Bulldogs. They were defeated by the Alabama Crimson Tide. Alabama 2012 SEC champions. The Sun Belt in 2012 was won by the Arkansas State Red Wolves. Congratulations, Arkansas State. And the WAC championship belongs to the Louisiana Tech Bulldogs. Congratulations from them. Now we'll take a look at bowl results. Going through here. North Carolina edging out Fresno State in the Independence Bowl. Clemson losing by 1 point to Louisville in the Belk Bowl. Florida State defeated by Temple in the Champs Sports Bowl. Arkansas defeats Georgia Tech in the Music City Bowl by 3 points. Virginia Tech defeats UCLA in the Sun Bowl 30-14. NC State defeats Tennessee in the Chick-fil-A Bowl 38-13. Here we are, Rose Bowl champions. Wake Forest 38, Iowa 28. Sugar Bowl went to Utah, who defeated South Carolina 45-21. The Orange Bowl was won by Miami, who defeated Cincinnati 28-21. the Fiesta Bowl won by Notre Dame, who defeated Texas 28-13. And the BCS National Championship was won by the Alabama Crimson Tide, defeating the USC Trojans. Alabama had a 14-0 lead at the end of the first quarter. USC battled back to tie it. Alabama responded, taking a 7-point lead into the locker rooms. Their defense played well in the second half. They extended their lead to 10 points with a field goal in the third quarter. Then extended it to 17 here. Cut it down to 3, USC did. And then Alabama extending it to 10 points here. Sorry from speaking. And the Crimson Tide able to hang on to it. USC put up a battle, but the Alabama Crimson Tide win their second straight BCS National Championship. Let's take a look at the final top 25 of the 2012 season. Alabama National Champions. Perfect 14-0 season. Congratulations, Crimson Tide. 2 will be the USC Trojans, only loss coming in the national title game. Utah will finish number 3. Notre Dame finishes 4. LSU 5. We finished number 6. Entering this season, Wake Forest has never been in the top 10 in the national poll. We finished number 6 in the country. Quite an accomplishment. Texas finishes number 7. South Carolina number 8. Iowa will finish number 9. And Georgia finishes number 10. Here's a look at the rest of the top 25 at the end of the 2012 season. Now we'll take a look at the season stats. Passing the ball, Thad Myrick, our main quarterback, started at the beginning of the season. Was injured a bit, so Garrison got some work as well as Riley Weaver. All 3 of the quarterbacks here had very clutch moments and very clutch wins. Here are the final stats. We needed every single one of the wins we got in order to qualify for the Rose Bowl, for sure. So everyone who participated in any of the wins has got to feel like played a big part in our Rose Bowl championship season. Bryson does. 10 touchdowns on the ground for him. Xavier Mansfield at 4, also a lot of carries. Main rushers. Receiving wise, Eric Fields, great work from him, 8 touchdowns. Lester Wood, Ricky Kazi also, quite a few. Baxter and Hobbs, touchdown, receptions as well. Good blocking. And defense, Ripley Porter all over the field, leading us in tackles. For Wayne Parham, Cody, Reese, Broussard. Everyone playing very good football for us. Make sure we have these all shown. And phenomenal job of the senior kicker, Matthew Miller. 16 of 16 on field goal attempts. Only missed was 1 extra point was missed. Other than that, he was perfect. Phenomenal work out of him. Senior kicker. And Jesse Atkins, the punter. remains fielded. Most of the kick returns here. Field, most of the punt returns. Broke one for a touchdown. There we go. What an incredible season it was. 10 wins in the regular season was enough to qualify us for a BCS Bowl. And it was the granddaddy of them all, the Rose Bowl against Iowa. We put together an excellent performance. Biggest bowl victory in Wake Forest football history. Arguably the biggest victory in Wake Forest history. Definitely one of them. What an incredible season it was. Thank you for joining us for this 2012 season. We're going to have quite a few seniors returning for next year, so took the college football world by surprise this year, put together an excellent season. Going to be working hard in the off season, trying to put together another excellent year. Let's go, Deeks!